All right, welcome everybody. Thank you guys for joining in to this video. My name is Alexis Pantalion. I'm the owner of 717 Travel, and today I have one of my business partners on with us, Lakeisha Wilson. She is a brand new bronze builder in the business, but she's only one away from silver builder. So that just basically means that she has 5 team members on her team currently. She has shared this business with 5 families, and she's actually looking to expand that even more to 100 families minimum. But just spreading the word about this business because we have found an awesome opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, she's also a wife and she's a full-time healthcare employee. And she's also involved in many outside organizations in her community. So, Lakeisha, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on. Did you want to share anything that I missed out?
No, that's it. Yes, like she said, I am a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, and I am busy all the time and I'm in healthcare. So she covered it all. But yeah, I'm so happy to be a part of the team and a part of this business. So yeah, let's hop right in.
Okay, let's do it. All right. So the first question that I had for you is basically why you decided to start this business. So what was your mindset at the time, or what stood out to you about the business that we're in, the travel business?
Well, at first, I really didn't think about being a part of a travel business. My husband and I were both United States veterans, so we stay busy and we have other um, different investments and partnerships. But because we do like to travel, and I love helping people figure out their travel, that just came natural to me. But honestly, my husband, he got sick about 2 years ago, and we both decided that we were going to kind of really stop and smell the roses from being veterans to being full-time. Both of us are healthcare workers. We decided that we were going to take more time together and travel. So on top of traveling, helping other people with their travels, and then I had some friends that don't even know each other saying, you should do this like as a, like a side business. And I just said, no, I'm too busy. But that really sparked, after hearing three of my really good girlfriends tell me that this is something I should do. And then my husband was like, yeah, maybe you should because we are traveling a lot and you're helping them. So obviously you have some time to help them. That's what really sparked an interest, and I did my homework. And that's how I got into it.
Okay. I
Mhm.
really like that you said that basically it one of the stems was from you and your husband wanting to travel more together, see the world,
Yes,
and just pause from real life. So
yes,
some of us are traveling, like myself. I travel as well to get away from real life,
yeah,
and to explore other cultures as well. But we're in law enforcement. I'm a dispatcher. My husband is an officer. So being able to get away from hearing crisis all the time or dealing with people's crisis day to day, it's good to break
yeah.
away from that and kind of reset.
Yes, yes. Being on the other side of helping others, like you and your husband, and me and my husband, we're both in, radiology. And it's just like, we're all about helping others. And it's just like, but we need a breather sometimes,
Right.
So yeah, this was perfect.
It was
Sounds like
needed.
both of our families.
Yes. So we have found many other good things after joining the business. So the next question that I had for you was about team building. So I know whenever you first started the business, you decided to jump into both sides. So you wanted to not only book travel for other people, but you wanted to share the opportunity as well. So what
Mhm.
made you make that decision?
Well, I think after doing my homework on the host agency that we're with, at first I was just like, no, I just want to book travel. I don't really want to bug anybody about joining a team. But then when I educated myself on how that all goes, it wasn't like bugging anybody. It was actually helping people. Like just knowing people, situations of losing jobs or someone, like single mamas, sometimes they just need just a little bit of extra income and travel, so it just made sense for me to do both sides because I'm all about not gatekeeping. I'm all about like helping others. So I realized that not only would it help me, and my family, just knowing that it'll help others,
Hmm.
it was a no-brainer for me once I figured it all out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I know that a lot of people don't realize not everybody wants us to book their travel. Like some people do travel themselves. They're already used to booking themselves. So it just kind of makes sense to join both sides. That's what clicked for me. Like,
Mhm.
okay, not everybody is booking with me.
Yeah.
Some of the people that I already know, they know that I'm a travel agent, but they don't want to book their travel through me. They prefer to keep booking it themselves.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense for us to put them in position to be able to book themselves, but benefit from it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
helping them start their own businesses just makes sense.
It did. It did.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I know that you just had a travel party where you exposed some of your friends
Yeah.
to the business. How was that experience?
That was good. I mean, I feel like the workshop that, our coaches um developed, it works. I love
Hmm.
but sometimes people, especially if you know people, they may want to have a little bit more one-on-one.
Yeah.
All the information is there, it answers all the questions. But it was also a good time for me to get some of my girlfriends together, some of my
Right.
sorority sisters together, some of the people that I know in the community together. And so just exploring it that way was amazing. Like they had questions, but not really a lot of questions because it answered all the questions. But it gave us another opportunity to get together and they joined my team. And so I'm all about feeling like family,
Yeah.
and that's what it feels like, and that's another reason why I joined your team because I felt like um it feels like family. It feels like we've known each other for a long time. And I think with the party, it was more personable. Even
Yeah.
though all the information is in the workshop, it just allowed us to just kind of, whatever questions they had. It just worked. Yeah.
I loved your at-home travel party.
Thank you.
So I know that it's something that you thought about, like, should I do it virtually or should I just share the workshop? The workshop, like you said, is a wonderful tool because you found me online. You
Yep.
didn't know me before you joined. We just clicked instantly after you did join the team. But just knowing that we have other options, like doing things more intimately.
Mhm.
Because that's the word that I would use to describe y'all's party. I was there virtually, but just seeing y'all interact,
Yeah.
hearing some of the questions that they had, maybe that wouldn't have happened if it was virtual or had we just sent the workshop and that's it. But you guys got to interact. I know y'all had your goodies, your
Yes.
snacks and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, just seeing them interact and feel that energy from each other. They got to see your energy in
Hmm.
person.
Yeah.
So I feel like they already had that trust built with you. Like, okay, this is my friend. She's not going to steer me wrong.
Hmm.
Let me go ahead and do this business with her and
Yes.
see what benefits it has for me.
Yes. The word trust is exactly what I would have used to describe it.
Yeah.
I'm really big on like people trusting me, and my word is my bond. So
Mhm.
it's like that's where I think it all came, together with them trusting me. Even one of my other business partners that couldn't make it, she joined without even looking at the workshop because she trusted that I did the homework and I knew that this would be a great organization to join and a great team to join. So
Yeah.
trust is very important. Yeah.
Yes. That's the big word that I would use to describe
Mhm.
you. Very trustworthy. So I felt that almost immediately. Of course, I had to get to know you better, but
Yeah.
after getting to know you, I can definitely put that stamp on there too. So what support or training do you feel helped you be more successful in your business?
Well, first of all, the agency gives us good training. And then I happened to join Team Relentless. Didn't know what that was,
Yeah.
but I just was blessed to fall into that where we have, our four-star director who has really set everything out for us to be successful.
Hmm.
Um, and then I have your team. So you do your coaching. And not only that, there's so many opportunities for us to do it on our own. And
Hmm.
so that's where all the vendors, all of the preferred partners, they have their own training too.
Yeah.
So, but besides what was given to us, just having the mindset of how do you want your business to look, you have to then go into what opportunities do we have as far as the training, and you have to do your own training, but
Hmm.
it's all there. And that's the thing that I love. It's all there. And with me, whoever is joining my team, just like you, we're not going to leave them out there. It's not like, okay, we're just going to sign them up.
Right.
We're
They're
going
not
to
just
give
a
them out.
number.
It's up to each of us individually of how we want our business to look. Do we have time for training? Do we not? I mean, but it's there. It's there.
Yes. I'm glad that you brought that up because one of the questions that I have, actually, the next question is, who do you feel like this business would be good for? And before you answer that, you kind of already answered it. Um, I feel like self-starters or
Yeah.
people who are self-driven is
Mhm.
perfect for this business
Mhm.
because it's like Netflix. You mentioned time. We have time to watch certain series on Netflix. Like people finish the complete series and they still are the ones who complain like, "Oh, well, I don't think I have time to do a business." Like, didn't you just watch the new Tyler Perry movie that came out or the whole Bridgerton series?
That is
And
a
so you
good,
have time. Like
yeah,
you
you have to.
prioritize what you want to prioritize. And
Mhm.
just like Netflix, our suppliers that have that training, it's on demand. So
On the,
meaning we can do it at whatever time. You can
yeah,
start it and stop it. If you have kids or a family or a job, you
yeah,
can pick up a training and
yeah.
then pause it and pick it up again whenever you get more time.
That's so true. I mean, uh, yeah, we have time. As much as I say I don't have time, I'm in two sororities. We
Yes,
have
you do
other
so
business.
much.
I do a lot, but it's what you want to do for your life and what type of legacy you want to leave for the people that come after you. We have time, like you said, to watch Netflix. We have time to scroll through social media.
Hmm.
So, and that's another reason why I share the opportunity, but I said, I'm not going to pressure I don't want anybody to pressure me. I
Correct.
know what I want to do. And I feel like pressuring, you may not have people that will be, self-starters or take the initiative to do the training. I mean, I've heard
Hmm.
now that I've joined and I've, shared the opportunity, I've actually met other people that said, "Oh, well, what host agency are you with?" And then I tell them, and they're like, "Oh, me too. I've been doing this for 2, 3, 4 years, but whoever signed me up, we don't really have training. We don't have
Hmm.
this. We don't have that. So there, I'm like, oh, wow. Thank goodness we have not only training with our host agency, but like I said, with our Team Relentless, we have a lot of training. And there's some people that out there and they say, I wish I had that training. But then
Right.
we have some people that may join also that says, "Ooh, that's too much training."
Yeah.
So you have to find your own, it has to be for you, not
Correct.
for not for not even for your coach, not even for whatever. It has to be for you because I'm constantly, even when I'm getting dressed, I'm listening to some type of training. I'm taking notes. I have notepads everywhere to make sure that I'm taking those notes. And when I can't find that answer, I go to my coach,
Right.
and we figure things out together sometimes. And
Yeah.
sometimes, you've had more experience but I do my research first,
Right.
because we do have a lot of training. And
Yeah.
sometimes it could be overwhelming, but not really. Well, for me, not
Mhm.
really, because I have a lot to learn, and I'm here to try to help other people be successful. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm making sure that I'm doing my training as well. I don't want to
Yeah.
just join this just for me. I really have a heart for people and their situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have heard many people say that they were overwhelmed by the training, and then the other spectrum of that is the people who are like, okay, well, I didn't get the help.
Yeah.
So luckily, being on Team Relentless, we have that community support or
Yes.
team support with each other where we can ask anybody in Team Relentless, whether we're connected financially or not, a question, and they're more than willing to help us
Oh
find
yeah.
the answer or like shorten that learning curve for us. So it's very
Yeah.
beneficial being on Team Relentless, I would say, in my experience.
Hmm.
But like you said, each supplier has their own training. So,
Hmm.
one good thing about it is you don't necessarily have to complete the training to start booking certain things, but it's
Hmm.
just there for you to have more knowledge with that supplier. Because
Yeah.
your clients ask you questions like, hey, um, just different things about their
Hmm.
trip. And if you
Hmm.
took the training, then you're more capable of answering those questions without having to call and be like, hey, this supplier, do you do whatever? Like you already know because you completed the training. It just makes you have more tools in your toolbox.
Yes. Yes. That's what I love. I love that about this whole situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone who is curious or hesitant about starting their own travel business with their busy duties, like if they're a busy person?
I say if this is something that you're interested in, it's all about balance. You know, we are in a lot of trainings or even boot camps, and everyone's situation is different.
Hmm.
But for me, I'm not trying to be like someone else. My situation is maybe different from yours. You may have more time or less time, but I would say if this is something that you want to do, I say dive right in, learn about it. You have, what, 30 days to change your mind,
Yeah.
and that's I mean, what other companies give you like a 30-day situation,
Nobody. Yeah.
And if you are already going on trips, why not maximize the opportunity,
Right.
for you, for your friends, for your family. And I say, do it at your own pace. I have people on my team that have other businesses.
Hmm.
My hairstylist, she has multiple businesses and she balances, So I would say if this is something you want to do it. Do
Right.
it. For sure, and I learned that from when my husband, when he found out that he, had an illness, we realized life is short.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I say it's all about balance. I mean, that goes with, your household too, your children,
Anything. Yeah.
anything, your job. So if this is something you want to do it because time is not waiting. We may say, oh, we'll do it next year. Oh, we'll do
Right.
it, in a couple of years. No, you don't know what next year looks like. You don't know what next week looks like, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's true. And
Mhm.
speaking of your husband, if I can ask a more personal question,
Yeah. Yeah.
how does he feel about your travel business?
He
Was
loves
he
it.
supportive?
Very. My husband is very supportive. We're very supportive of each other. We just hit 20 years. We just did our renewal in Jamaica. And
Okay.
so
Did you book that as an
another travel.
agent?
I did not. I did not.
Okay.
And so that was one of the reasons why I even looked into it because
Okay.
We had a guest that was a travel agent, and I actually asked her, "Would you like?" I don't know. I told her, I don't know about the commission thing that you have, but would you like to book some of our, our guests? I was already helping some of them, so I was like, "Oh, maybe that'll help her with her business."
Hmm.
And so at that time, and that was just in May. I didn't know anything about it. But I was already helping people.
Right.
And that's why some of my guests was telling me, maybe you should do this too. And so it was after our renewal that it really clicked because I had other people, even a guest that couldn't make it that told me that a while ago. So that's when it really clicked. And then now that I know, I just realized
I was
all
about to say, did it make you sick learning what you
it
could have
did
made?
make me sick how much commission. I have 40 people with me.
Oh, how many rooms did you personally book? Do you remember?
Oh, I personally booked about, I'm gonna say six,
Okay.
about six. Yeah. And some used one of my guests and some did it on their own.
Hmm.
But that could have been six. I mean,
It could have
yeah.
been six, and it sounds like it could have been some potential business partners as well, the ones that booked on their own.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. And I had that same experience too. Like, of course, we were traveling before starting the travel business.
Yeah.
So one trip in particular, I think we stayed in the Overwater bungalow, and it was the
Hmm.
same year that I joined the business,
Oh.
and we spent quite a bit, like
Mhm.
I want to say like 5 or 6 figures. I
Mhm.
looked at what the commission was after becoming an agent.
Oh,
And I was like, oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
just don't think about it. Move forward. There's going to be more trips like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
you definitely miss out.
You're so right. I mean, because I would say when we think about, I'm not saying what commissions are, but when we
Right,
think about how much the room, I would say, the cheapest room was, about two. That's the cheapest room, not the
right.
commission. I'm talking about how much, the room costs.
Hmm.
And then I would say the highest room was about, in our group was about maybe 4,300 as far as the room. And
Hmm.
I'm just thinking that was about six people. And then everybody that booked on their own, and then everybody that maybe booked under my guest. I'm just like,
Did you guys do excursions together?
no,
Okay,
we didn't.
okay.
But I also did my wedding through this resort.
Let's
So
talk
that's
about that really quick
that's
because some people, that's one of the niches that
yeah,
some travel business owners, they
yes,
select a specific niche. So
yes,
for those who are doing like the destination weddings,
yes.
they don't know that they don't really have to plan the wedding because each resort has a wedding department.
And that's why
So
that's one of my up and coming niches as well, because
yes,
I did it on my own with them.
right. Yep.
And it's like, yeah, they plan all that stuff. You're just kind of the goat between, yes, that's one
Getting
reason
the
why.
resort filled.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
And, like when you're talking about niches, we talk about like cruises. Like I'm about to get into cruises as well. I haven't been on a cruise in many years because I got sick many years ago, but it's been a lot of, you can get bracelets and all this other stuff now
Right.
to help. But just learning from our other, you know, business partners and just listening to the stories of like, yes, that's going to be one of the things too.
Yeah. And I
Cruises.
mean, one of the good things about that is even though you haven't cruised in so many years, you could become a cruise specialist
And
today
not,
and
yeah,
book cruises, and you don't have to be on cruises constantly to be a cruise specialist.
exactly. And that's the thing too. I think sometimes, and that's good to say that too, because I think sometimes people think, well, do I have to travel a lot? No, you
Yes.
don't. I mean, I'm booking trips right now to Greece and Portugal. And as much as I travel, those are on my bucket list. I have never been there, but
You
I'm looking
booking
at,
it.
I'm learning a
Yeah.
lot. Now I'm learning where I want to go.
Right. Yeah, well, that's the good thing about our training. Like we get so
Mhm,
much training, so you can become an expert in all of these different arenas and have
mhm.
never been there, but you can still
Yeah.
book it.
That's why I say this opportunity is one of those you can do it anywhere, anytime situations. You know, me being a United States Air Force veteran, I think about even some of the spouses, the military spouses that
Hmm.
may have to move, you know, especially if you're a spouse and you're not in the military, you may start a job and then all of a sudden your husband or wife has to move and you have to start another job. This is something that can go with you from base to base, you know, and it's just like
Yeah, that's a good
opportunity
point.
is there. You can do it on the beach. Like
Hmm.
you can be on like I was just in Trinidad, you know, visiting my
Yeah.
family. You know, my dad lives there and visiting, you know, family and friends and you know, carnival time
Yeah.
at same time, I'm still like booking travel while I'm on my travel, you know? So it's like there's so many. I wish one thing I'll say is I wish I would have known about this opportunity a long time
Me
ago.
too.
And that's one reason why, you know, I'm not trying to push it on anyone, but just given the opportunity, just, you know, letting people know about this opportunity. It's up to you.
Hmm.
But I wish that someone would have shown me this opportunity a long time ago
Me
because
too.
I would have I would have been a part of this a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks, but
Yeah.
moving forward, now we
Moving
know
forward,
and we don't
yes.
gatekeep, so
You
we let
don't.
everybody know.
Yep, yep. And we're not gonna, you know, stress you out about it. Either you want to join or you don't. I just think for me, and my family and you know my business partners, I think this is just a great opportunity and I'm glad that I found you and I'm glad that you know I'm a part of Team Relentless. I'm a part of the Momentum Makers and you know and I'm glad that I've been able to give opportunities to other people as well.
Me
Yeah.
too. I'm glad that you found me too. Now you like family. We haven't even met each other yet, and you still feel
No.
like family.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So I lean heavily
Great.
on you, and vice versa.
Yes, that's the truth.
Yes. So, ending off on this note, is there anything that you are surprised? Like, have you grown in any other ways besides just gaining a travel business? Have you seen any growth in other arenas?
Um,
Have you always been so open to like posting videos and telling people about your business or marketing yourself?
so that's a good, okay, yeah, that's a good one. So I am on social media, you know, I have my TikTok, I have Instagram, I have, you know, Facebook and all this, but I did not post as much. Like, I would say I'm somewhat of a private person as just things, you know. Now I'm gonna help anybody with anything, but as far as like posting more, like TikTok wasn't even my thing, you know,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, okay. You know, so yeah, no, I would say in that arena, yes. Social media, I've grown in social media as far as being on it more. And that's a balance too. That's a
Hmm.
balance too.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Okay. I was just curious about that. I know that for myself, I'm more of an introvert, believe it
Mm,
or not. So this business has helped me to step outside of my shell and just get more comfortable helping other people that I don't
yeah,
know. Because
yeah,
it's one thing helping people that you do know,
yeah.
but yeah, being able to talk to people that we don't necessarily know just because it's something that we think could benefit them, that's where I think I've grown.
Just hope that we're able to help more, especially with our team. I hope
Yeah,
that more people see the opportunity and they don't wait until like down the road where they're saying shoulda, coulda, woulda,
I
you know.
know.
So I'm just hoping that we're able to, you know, expand our team with people that are ready to go, people that are ready to learn, people are ready that are ready to leave a legacy for, you know, those that come, you know, behind them. So that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will end on that note. That's a great note to end on. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see y'all next time.